Shalom, everybody. It's time for another fun story with our friend Grover and his pals on Sesame Street. Our story today, it's Passover, Grover. Grover really liked the Jewish holiday of Passover. He liked that it came in the spring when the weather was warm and the flowers were blooming. He liked that he got to eat lots of matzah.
Is it not marvelously munchy and crunchy? Asked Grover.
He liked hunting for the afikoman, a special piece of matzah to be eaten when the meal was over.
I will explain this nifty hide-and-seek game later,
said Grover.
Get ready for a good time.
He especially liked sitting around a big table with family and friends for the Seder, the holiday meal, and hearing the story of Passover.
Do you know what I like best of all?
Grover asked his mommy as they cleaned and cooked together.
There is room for everybody at the Passover table.
You're right, Grover, said his mommy. That's because of something in the Haggadah, the Passover book we read from at the Seder. Let all who are hungry come and eat. Grover's cousins, Shira and Josh, arrived, followed by Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Oscar, Elmo, and Abby Cadabby. Everyone had a seat at the table. What a group, exclaimed Oscar. It's big and noisy with lots of elbow bumping. Perfect. The more the merrier, agreed Big Bird.
You mean the bigger, the meaner the crowd, the grouchier I get,
Oscar corrected him. He tried hard not to smile. The Seder began. Grover's mommy told the story of long ago, when the Jewish people were slaves in the land of Egypt. It was a terrible time, she said. The Egyptian king, called Pharaoh, was cruel to people and monsters. He made them work in the hot sun and stay up late at night to finish their work.
Even adorable and furry blue monsters?
Added Grover.
Is that not awful?
So what happened? Asked Abby. The Jewish people escaped to freedom, Shira explained. Passover celebrates that freedom.
Very exciting story, said Cookie. Now when we eat.
There were blessings to say, questions to ask, songs to sing, and special foods to taste.
Elmo loves apples and nuts, said Elmo, reaching for a bowl.
That's called charoset, Elmo, said Josh.
Whoa, this stuff is great, said Oscar, tasting something that was super, super bitter. Those are bitter herbs, Grover told him. They are a reminder of the bitterness of slavery.
Grover and his guests ate and ate until they were as big and round as the fluffy matzah balls floating in the chicken soup. Finally, it was time to hunt for the afikoman.
Now I will explain this once-a-year Passover hide-and-seek game, said Grover. A piece of crunchy matzah has been wrapped up all tight and cozy in a napkin and hidden in the house. Before we can eat dessert, someone has to find it because we will eat it as soon as dessert is over. No dessert, exclaimed Cookie. Well, what are we waiting for?
The friends searched on the bookshelves, under the sofa, and behind the curtains. No afikoman. Cookie Monster looked in the kitchen cabinets.
Come to Papa, little matzah.
No matzah there either, though Cookie did find some other yummy-looking treats.
Trash cans are good hiding places,
suggested Oscar helpfully. Abby even checked under Josh's kippah, but the afikoman was nowhere to be seen.
If Elmo were an afikoman, said Elmo, then where would you be? Elmo sat down to think. Crunch! There was the hidden matzah. Elmo found it! Elmo found it! Elmo cried. Happy Passover, everybody! So it is time for dessert? Now Passover really happy.
And that is the end of It's Passover, Grover. Enjoy the rest of your Chag, the rest of your holiday. Chag Sameach, everyone.